Good morning, students. Yesterday we have studied inflorescence, types of inflorescence, differences between the inflorescence. Now today we are going to study a detail about flower, that is a morphology of flower. Before going to study a detail about the flower, you must know a definition of inflorescence. Inflorescence is a natural cluster of flower in which flowers are born on a definite reproductive branch. It means that flowers are arranged in a definite manner on the inflorescence axis, that is a peduncle. Now we are going to study the morphology of these flowers. Now first, what is meant by flower? A definition of a flower. Under 10th we have studied. In Marathi we are calling it as a fool. आपण फूल हे स्टडी केलेले आहे. Now we are going to study in English, that is a flower. This one is a flower of a China rose plant. Now morphology, definition of flower. Flower is defined as. Flower is defined as. Flower is defined as highly modified and condensed shoot specially designed for sexual reproduction. Now this one is a definition of flower. Flower is defined as highly modified and condensed shoot specially designed for sexual reproduction. All of you know the shoot system, the part of the plant axis which grows above the soil surface, which consisting of a stem, branches, leaves, flowers, fruits, etc. That one is known as a shoot system. And flower is a part of the shoot system, but it is not a normal shoot system. It is a highly modified and condensed shoot system specially designed for a sexual reproduction. This one is a definition of flower. Now we are going to study morphology of the flower. Before going to study morphology of flower, one must know the character of flower. Generally, flowers are born from axil of the leaf. Flowers are known as axillary flowers. Suppose this one is the leaf of this plant and this flower is born from this axil of leaf. This is known as axillary position of the flower. On the basis of position of flower may be axillary, like this, born from axil of the leaf, known as axillary flower. Now this flower born from a tip of the branch or a stem, it is known as a terminal flower. So on the basis of a position of flower, flower may be axillary, or it may be a terminal. When produced from leaf axil, it is axillary, and when produced from apex of the stem or branch, then it is known as a terminal flower. Then next one is a bract. From the base of flower, a leafy outgrowth is produced. That leafy outgrowth is known as a bract. Now bract is a leafy outgrowth produced from base of flower. This is known as a bract. But bract may be present or it may be absent. Suppose this one is a flower. From the base of this flower, sometime a leafy outgrowth is produced. That leafy outgrowth is known as a bract. Scale-like or leaf-like outgrowth is produced. That one is known as a bract. Now, when bract is present, then flower is known as a bracteate flower. That is this when bract is present in the flower, then that flower is known as a bracteate flower. For example, a flower of goldmore plant bracts is produced from the base of the flower. Then next one is when bract is absent. When bract is absent, then that flower is known as ebracteate flower. Now, when a bract is absent, that is a flower without bract, that flower is known as ebracteate flower. For example, in this plant, bract is absent. In this plant, bract is absent, so it is known as ebracteate flower. That is without bract. Then this one is about position of the flower. It may be axillary or it may be terminal. Now, bract is a leafy or scaly outgrowth flower. With bract is known as bracteate flower. Without bract, known as a ebracteate flower. The next one is flower may be with or without pedicel. Now, what is a pedicel? What is pedicel? Pedicel, a stalk of flower. A stalk of a flower. Flower is known as pedicel. Is known as a pedicel. A stalk of flower is known as a pedicel. Now, see in this flower, this one is a stalk of flower. फुलाच्या देठाला आपण काय म्हणणार? पेडिसेल म्हणणार. या फुलाला देठ आहे, so this flower is with a pedicel. Now, flower with a pedicel, is known as a pedicellate flower. Is known as a pedicellate flower. Now, flower with a pedicel is known as a pedicellate flower. Now, you might have observed flower of rose plant, then flower of China rose plant, in which a pedicel is present. That flower is known as a pedicellate flower. Now, flower without pedicel, flower without pedicel is known as a sessile flower. ज्या फ्लावर मध्ये देठ नसतं अशा फ्लावरला काय म्हणणार आपण? ससाईल फ्लावर म्हणणार. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, अ फ्लोरेट और फ्लावर ऑफ डिस्फ्लोरेट ऑफ सनफ्लावर. These are without stock. These flowers are without stock or without pedicel, known as a sessile flower. Then this is about terminology used about flower, that is a position, on the basis of position. Then if a bract is present or absent, then a pedicel present or absent. This we have studied about flower. Now, next we are going to study actual morphology of a flower. Now, just we have studied a definition of flower. What is the flower? Flower is defined as highly modified and condensed shoot, specially designed for sexual reproduction. Now, when we observe flower, then we find that flower consists a typical means विशिष्ट flower, की ज्यामध्ये सर्व असे कॅरेक्टर्स मिळतील अशा फ्लावरला काय म्हणतो आपण? अ टिपिकल फ्लावर. Now we are going to study a structure, structure of a typical flower. Now, all of you know definition of flower. Now we are going to study structure of the flower. Now, flower consisting of flower produced from the shoot system. It may be in a terminal in position or axillary in position. This one is a stalk of the flower. All of you knowing a stalk of the flower is known as a pedicel. Now, flower with a pedicel is known as a pedicellate flower, and this one is a expanded tip of the pedicel. Pedicelचा हा पसरट झालेला भाग असेल. Expanded tip of the pedicel. That expanded tip of the pedicel is known as a thalamus. Now we are going to study structure of flower. Structurally, flower divides into following parts. Parts as follows. First one is a thalamus. That is the floral axis. Then next one is a floral whorls. Next one is a floral whorls are the parts of the flower. Now first part, that is the thalamus. Structurally flower consisting of parts like a thalamus. Thalamus is the expanded tip of the pedicel. This one is the pedicel and this one is the tip. म्हणजे पेडिसेलचा तो शेंडा असेल तो काय झाला असेल एक्सपांडेड म्हणजे पसरट झाला एक्सपांडेड टीप ऑफ द पेडिसेल इज नोन एज थैलेमस. Thalamus may be a cup shape or it may be a conical in shape or it may be elongated in shape. Now this thalamus consisting of the nodes and internodes. Thalamus consisting of nodes and so this is one node, this one is the second node, this one is the third node and this one is the fourth node. A thalamus consisting of nodes and internodes. Now here how many nodes? Of 4 nodes. These nodes are compactly arranged. Then there are 3 internodes. This is one internode, this one is one internode, second internode and a third internode. Well, it consisting of 3 very highly condensed internode. 3 highly condensed internode. The thalamus is expanded tip. It consisting of 4 nodes and 3 internodes. Internodes are condensed, that is the internodal distance is highly reduced. Yes, in definition we have called flower is a highly condensed shoot system. Now this one is about a thalamus which consisting of 4 nodes and 3 internodes. Now from the nodal region, a thalamus consisting of 4 compressed nodes and 3 condensed internodes. Now this one is about a thalamus. But from the nodal region, whorl or circles of modified leafy parts are produced. Now that modified leafy circles of the produced from the nodal region of the thalamus are known as the floral whorls. Now the separate floral whorls are produced from each node. That is these are the nodal region, that is 4 nodes, and from each node separate floral whorls are produced. Now this we are going to study under head known as floral whorls. Now in a typical flower, 4 floral whorls are found. That 4 floral whorls are known as calyx. Then second one is corolla. Then third one is androecium. Fourth one is a gynoecium. Now if we can observe flower, the outermost whorl in the flower is known as a calyx. This one is outermost whorl of the flower. That outermost whorl of flower is known as a calyx. Unit of calyx is a sepal. Suppose this is one sepal of the calyx. This one is the second sepal of the calyx, a third sepal of the calyx, then a fourth sepal, and this one is a fifth sepal. Now unit of calyx is known as sepal. All these 5 sepals together form a calyx. Now this single one is known as a sepal. In this calyx, how many sepals? Of 5 sepals. In this calyx, how many sepals? 5 sepals. So calyx is the outermost green whorl of the flower. Its unit is known as a sepal. And sepals may be free from each other like this. That calyx is known as a polysepalous calyx. When in a calyx, sepals are free from one another. For example, in case of goldmore plant, in case of rose plant, sepals of the calyx are free from one another, that calyx is known as a polysepalous calyx, known as a polysepalous calyx. But in some flowers like a China rose plant, a datura plant, sepals are fused with each other. Sepals are fused with each other. That calyx is known as a gamosepalous calyx. Known as a gamosepalous calyx. When sepals are free, known as a polysepalous calyx, and when sepals are fused, known as a gamosepalous calyx. See, in this China rose plant, this one is a calyx, and sepals are fused together. Hence, this calyx is known as a gamosepalous calyx. Now, the outermost green whorl of the flower is known as calyx. Its unit is known as a sepal. Sepals may be free, known as a polysepalous calyx. Sepals may be fused, known as a gamosepalous calyx. Then next one is the functions of calyx. Being green in color, तो हिरवा असल्यामुळे, being green in color, it helps in the process of photosynthesis. It helps in the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis में प्रकाश संश्लेषण क्रियेला मदत करत असेल हिरवा असल्यामुळे. Then next one, it protects the inner delicate whorls during bud condition. It protects the inner delicate whorls during bud condition. This one is a bud. Now one can able to observe only outermost green whorl, that is the calyx. Inner whorls are in a protected condition, so it protects the inner delicate whorls during bud condition. These are the functions of calyx. Functions of a calyx. Then inner to the calyx, there is the presence of a second whorl which is produced from second outer nodal region. That whorl is known as a corolla. Corolla is the second most colored attractive whorl. This one is a corolla. This one is a corolla. Corolla is the second most brightly colored attractive whorl of the flower. Attractive whorl of the flower. Its unit is known as a petal. Its unit is known as a petal. Now we have a corolla. Corolla is the second most brightly colored attractive whorl of the flower. Brightly colored attractive whorl of the flower. Its unit is known as a petal. Its unit is known as a petal. मराठी मध्ये तुम्ही त्याला काय म्हणले? पाकळी म्हणले. मराठी मध्ये काय म्हणले? पाकळी म्हणले. In this flower, this one is a corolla. In this corolla, how many petals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 petals. It means that this corolla consisting of 5 petals, or it is made up of 5 petals. So petal is unit of corolla. Petal is a unit of corolla. Now the unit of corolla is a petal. Unit of corolla is a petal, and unit of calyx is a काय पाहिलं होतं आपण? A sepal. Unit of calyx is sepal. Now corolla is the second most brightly colored attractive whorl of the flower. Its unit is known as a petal. Petal may be fused. Petal may be fused. That corolla is known as gamopetalous corolla. Known as gamopetalous corolla. Now, for example, in case of datura plant, all of you seen this datura plant. धोत्रा या प्लांटचं फ्लावर तुम्ही पाहिलेले व्हाईटिश कलरचं फ्लावर असतं आणि फनेल शेप स्ट्रक्चर दिसतं. दॅट वन इज अ गॅमोसेपॅलस करोला. तो करोला कोणता आहे? गॅमोसेपॅलस करोला. इन व्हिच पेटल्स आर फ्यूज्ड विथ ईच अदर. हेन्स फ्यूज्ड पेटल आहे म्हणून त्याला काय म्हणणार तुम्ही? गॅमोपेटलस करोला म्हणणार. बट व्हेन पेटल्स आर free from one another, petals free from one another, that corolla is known as a polypetalous corolla. Known as a polypetalous corolla. For example, in case of China rose plant, here in China rose plant, these petals are free from one another. Here 5 petals of corolla, and all petals are free from one another, and this corolla is known as a polypetalous corolla. In this plant, in this Ticoma plant, corolla is yellowish color, and here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals, but these petals are fused together. Means this one is a gamopetalous corolla. This one is a gamopetalous corolla, like a datura plant. In this way, we are studying a corolla. Then what is function of corolla? What is function of corolla? A function of it is being colored attractive whorl. It attracts insects for pollination. It attracts insects for pollination. म्हणजे पॉलिनेशन म्हणजे परागसिंचन घडवून आणण्यासाठी हे मदत करते. इट अट्रॅक्ट इन्सेक्ट, बीइंग कलर्ड अट्रॅक्टिव्ह, or it attract insects for pollination, and thus it also protect the inner reproductive whorls during bud condition. But when corolla is green in color, like green in color like calyx is known as a sepaloid corolla, sepaloid corolla. जेव्हा केव्हा करोला ग्रीन कलर असेल, लाइक calyx or like a sepal, that corolla is known as sepaloid corolla. Likewise, when calyx is colored like a corolla or like a petal, that corolla is known as a petaloid corolla. For example, corolla of a goldmore plant, in which sepals are brightly colored, so it is known as a petaloid corolla. In this way, we have studied two whorls, that is calyx and corolla. Both whorls are not directly involved in reproduction, that is in sexual reproduction, and these whorls are known as non-essential whorls. Then next one is from the third nodal region. A male reproductive whorl is produced. That male reproductive whorl is known as androecium. And from the fourth and innermost whorl, a female reproductive whorl is produced. That female reproductive whorl is known as gynoecium. Now this one is androecium. This one is androecium, and this one is a gynoecium. In this way, four plural whorls of the flower: calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. Androecium is a male reproductive whorl, and gynoecium is a female reproductive whorl. Now, in this way, we are studying first two whorls of the flower, that is a calyx and corolla. Now, then next third whorl is androecium, a male reproductive whorl, and gynoecium is a female reproductive whorl. This we shall continue in the next period.